What's up, P-Teakers? I am Joe Otis from joeslit.com, and welcome to today's edition of Lit Picks. Today we have a great show here for you. I got my butt kicked last week by Mike, and had to sing a little bit of opera for you, but it was still pretty good. Welcome back to the hottest show on Friday nights since Hawaii Five-0. Joining me right now is my co-host, the one and only Mike Costello. Mike, how you doing?
That's right, Joe. I did whoop your butt, and I'm very proud of myself for that. So it's a good way to finish off the season. So, let's hope that I can carry this into next year and continue to go today, as a matter of fact.
So, ooh, I'm scared.
You should be. A little vote of confidence for myself. Especially, I didn't even know you could speak Italian.
Oh, it was beautiful. I had the words on the screen there. Quando sapo, I don't know. I was just basically reading the way it was, and I mean, who knows? We got a great show for you tonight. Hopefully we will get some viewers. What do you think?
I have no idea. It's been a while, so probably not. Maybe we'll get one, and then carry on for next year. We'll see what happens. We'll promote it a little more.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll lose weight.
What was that?
Maybe I'll lose weight. We'll see.
Well, our TGIF Lit Picks was kind of a bust there. I don't think a lot of people really watched it that much, or they really cared about the Thanksgiving turkey food. But welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to NFL Picks because my watch is over with the Eagles. And it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the NFL playoffs. It's nothing better than playoff football in January to me. And let me show you guys once again. It is Lit Picks Divisional Playoffs. You excited for the matchups, Mike?
I am. This is a very unique week with a lot of teams with high point spread. So it's interesting to see what happens. And I mean, last week I thought the New Orleans Saints were going all the way, and with that upset, it kind of changes the game. So we'll see if there's any upsets this week.
Well, Mike, it's our first time meeting since I became a daddy, and maybe they'll give me some luck. He's being quiet right now. He's not making a lot of noise. So, man, I'm just pretty excited for that.
Enjoy it now while you can.
Oh man, I'll try. I think hopefully my wife's sleeping a little bit in there, but just that it just sounds like a doll with the batteries in there. It just won't stop going, and it's
hungry. Feed me.
Feed me. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. All right. So as you know, the rules of Lit Picks once again, it's if you pick the underdog, that is a 6-point higher underdog, you'll get your 5 points if you pick them outright.
Yep.
Picking the underdog outright less than 6 points will get you 4 points. Picking the spread will get you 3 points. Picking the over-under will get you 2 points. And picking the favorite will get you 1 point. Looks like these banners are taking a little long to load tonight, so I have no idea why. But once again, if Joe and Mike were to pick the same outcome, the tiebreaker for the points is the over-under. And let's see. If there's a tiebreaker, the losing team will still get 1 point because you like that rule, right?
Yeah, I found it very deceiving after all the weeks where we would pick the same games and I would get 0 points and you would get 3. So yes, it's nice to at least get 1 point since technically I was correct.
Yeah. But since you won last time, Mike, and you forced me to sing a little opera there, you will get the first pick for winning week 17.
That's right.
All right, so are you ready to discuss the games?
Let's go for it.
All right. Starting first, we go out to San Francisco, and we have the Minnesota Vikings, the number 1 seed, taking on the San Francisco 49ers, which is the number 1 seed, taking on the Minnesota Vikings, which is the number 6 seed. The Vikings with an impressive win last week. I mean, Kirk Cousins, they said he can't win on prime time, but he won last week, even though technically it was an afternoon game in New Orleans. But winning in New Orleans is definitely really hard. Not a lot of people can do that, and he's got another challenge this week where he's going to be heading to San Francisco to take on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle's looking really good there. The news of today from San Francisco has been that Quan Alexander has been activated off the injured reserve. He will be playing in the game on Saturday. But My spread pick for this game will be take the Vikings +7. I think that it'll be a close game. And I think that, Jimmy Garoppolo will be making his first playoff start. I mean, things are different when you get into the playoffs. It's a very, very young team. It's a very, very young coach. And you never know what could happen for their first game. So that's why I think that, with the experience of the Vikings, they have a pretty good defense themselves. So I'm going to go with the Shogger here. I mean, as I always say, you got to risk it to get the biscuit. I'm taking the Vikings on the money line. Plus 255. And Mike, what do you think?
So I think that a lot of people are buying into this Vikings hype. I thought the New Orleans Saints were going to play the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and I'm wrong. So Vikings win in there. It's very difficult for them to kind of come in, go into New Orleans, win a game, and now come all the way back and play in San Francisco. San Fran's healthy. Their defense is back. Dee Ford is also back. I think the San Fran defense is healthy. I'm taking the Vikings +7. I just don't see San Francisco destroying teams. But I think Dalvin Cook has a big enough game here. I think they keep this game close. But I do think in the long run, San Francisco wins this game. I don't know. The Vikings +7 is nice with all the teal and everything going on. I think that the Vikings will keep this game close, but I don't think San Fran. I think San Fran's going to be easy winning. But this game, I think, is going to have huge implications for the NFC because personally, I think if the Vikings win and the Packers win, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. And I think that if San Fran wins and the Packers win, then I think San Fran goes. So I think this game is going to have major implications for the Super Bowl.
Do you have any Costello picks for any props in this one?
For this game, San Fran Vikings, no, I do not actually. Next game, I do.
Who's going to be the lead running back in San Francisco? I think it'll be Breida or will it be Mostert?
Raheem Mostert. He's been the guy. I mean, carrying it down fourth quarter, overtime. He's been the guy. Tevin Coleman will start the game. He'll come in a series or two, but I don't think Breida plays much snaps at all. I'll probably play 10% of the snaps.
There's an amazing thing that Mostert used to be on the Eagles when Chip Kelly was a coach.
Yep. He knew what he was doing.
All right, so the next game is the night game on Saturday, which is the Tennessee Titans traveling to Baltimore to take on the number 1 seed. The Ravens with that home field advantage. Lamar Willis is looking incredible. He is the NFL MVP. There isn't much to say. I just think that I read somewhere that there's going to be a lot of wind in this game. So I can see this game being one, on the ground. I can see Mark Ingram having a great game. I can see Lamar Jackson getting a lot of rushing yards. The Titans, they went into New England and shocked the world last week. Could they do it again? I don't really think so. My spread pick is to take the Ravens -9.5. And you agree with me, Mike, in that we're both going to take the money line. We're not that confident on the spread here because you never know what can happen. It's January. It's Lamar Jackson is making his second career NFL playoff start. Ryan Tannehill and the Titans are hot there. Derrick Henry is looking amazing, rushing for over 180 yards last week. What do you think about the Ravens?
I mean, I like them. I mean, their defense, ever since they got Marcus Peters, they've been a great defense. They're getting a couple players back to help stop the run. I think that's going to help them a little bit, even though Derrick Henry is just a mammoth in December and January, or actually November, December. Now you can include January into that now. But I don't think it's enough. I think that the Ravens are actually going to get up pretty big. I think they're going to be up in the first half, and they're going to rely on Ryan Tannehill. And listen, Tannehill's done a phenomenal job. He's actually been an MVP candidate if you really want to look at it. But, when it comes down to it in the playoffs, are you going to rely on him to win a football game in the playoffs? I think Baltimore has this game, and I think they're going to go into they're going to get another home game against KC,
Yeah. Tractor Cito, Derrick Henry, man, he's freaking incredible, though. I mean, it's like he didn't seem to really do much early in the year, but somehow, he came along later on. He just came out of nowhere, it feels like, there to take the rushing lead away.
You're not going to bring him down with one person. It's, you need to swarm.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so on to the tiebreaker, Mike. You picked this one because you had the first pick. So what do you think about the over-under here?
I like the under here. I mean, like you said, the wind, I don't think the wind's really going to be that big of a factor. It's really when you get to 20 miles per hour. I don't think it's supposed to hit that. Rain doesn't really affect me too much. The cold doesn't really affect the over-unders that much. But I just don't think this. I think this is going to be a running game. Like I said, Tennessee's going to run the ball with Derrick Henry. He's had 30-some carries the last 2 games. I think they're going to continue with that on the ground. Baltimore's obviously going to be a run team with Lamar, and Mark Ingram is going to play, and with the running game there. So I think it's a lot of ground game. They don't particularly have a very fast pace. They're not fast paced teams going. So I really do like the under on this game with that 47. I mean, then again, Baltimore can put up 38 points, and I'm kind of SOL. But what are your thoughts? Are you happy that I went under here?
No, actually, I actually would pick the under 47 myself too. So I kind of wasn't happy. I kind of wanted that, but I'm just hoping that maybe it's one of those games where like the exact opposite happens than what you think, where you think it's going to be the under, but then it ends up being like 35-30 game, which is crazy. Probably won't happen, but that's what I'm hoping.
I just don't see Tannehill. I mean, that defense for the Ravens secondary is pretty good. I don't see Tannehill throwing for 200-300 yards. So I don't know.
All right. So on to the next game, we have it's the early game Sunday. It's the Houston Texans traveling to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. And you got Patrick Mahomes and company there. Andy Reid's back in the playoffs here. I'll be rooting for the Chiefs, actually. The Eagles are out of it. I like Andy Reid. He was always a really good coach and always liked him. So the Chiefs are the team I'll be rooting for the rest of the way. The Texans, I think they got lucky to beat Buffalo last week. It was a really exciting game, but they didn't really dominate. And I think the Texans beat the Chiefs in the regular season. Is that right?
Yes, they did early on.
I think this is a perfect game where the Texans, I think they might come up short in Kansas City. I think that the Texans, like I said, J.J. Watt was looking pretty good in third downs. Got the big sack last week. But I think that the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes in the offense will be too much for the Texans defense, and I can see them getting a big win here. My spread pick is to take the Chiefs -9.5, and I think you agree with me, Mike. We're both going to take the Chiefs -9.5. What do you think?
I think this is the year Andy Reid finally wins a Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs have been the best football team in the late in the season. They're hot at the right time. Their defense is playing very well, which I think people are underestimating the Chiefs defense. Houston Texans, they're a lucky team. And when it comes down to a playoff game, you look at coach versus coach, and who are you going to take? I mean, it's Andy Reid coming off of a bye. Patrick Mahomes is healthy. He wasn't very healthy, going when the last time they played. Damian Williams wasn't playing. So I just think the Chiefs are rolling. I like the Chiefs in the first quarter, second half. I like them pretty much this whole entire game. I just don't think the Texans belong at all. And I think this game is going to be a 2-score game, 17-point game where Watson's just kind of getting, garbage time, garbage points. And, there is that chance that at the end he does do that backdoor touchdown at the end, but I don't know. I don't see it happening. I think KC just takes this one for good.
So once again, we're going to go to the over-under on this one, and I picked this one. Mike, you were happy that I ended up going with the over on this one. I mean, I can see this game going, it's 51. I can see this maybe being like a 30-24 game, maybe 31-24. That's what I'm seeing here. I think that the Chiefs are going to score a lot of points. The Texans have a pretty good offense as well. I'm not really sure if Will Fuller's playing. You know if he's playing?
He is playing. D Ford's playing.
Okay. So Will Fuller, the Texans always score points whenever he plays. And, I picked the over because I think everyone's thinking that it's going to go the under. So that's why I want the over in this one. What do you think about it?
So I like the under on this game. And the reason, they're two moderately fast-paced teams, which I do like. But my big thing is I do think the Chiefs are going to run the football more. But the Chiefs haven't hit overs lately, which people – are thinking of last year Chiefs, and this is a different team. So I don't think that, although I think this is going to be a big game, I don't think the Chiefs I think the Texans aren't going to score as many points as people think they are. And that leads the Chiefs. They're not going to just really put up 40 points and win 40-10. They don't do that anymore. It's just kind of a different Chiefs team that, like I said, than last year. So I don't know. I'm pretty comfortable here with the under. Every game went under last week. So, I'm going under.
And as you're saying, the Chiefs' defense was much better this year than they were last year. It seems like they're improving under Steve Spagnuolo.
Big time.
All right, so moving on to the next game, we have the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. And This game, I mean, the game's at Lambeau. I think the Seahawks they had to pick up a running back off the street who was serving drinks a couple weeks ago, and Marshawn Lynch. They barely beat the Eagles last week with Josh McCown. It wasn't that much of an impressive win. I think they're heading out to Lambeau. A lot of memorable games with the Seahawks and the Packers. If you remember that game with Matt Hasselbeck where he was saying, we want the ball and we're going to win. That playoff game where the Packers just got that pick six from Al Harris. And who can forget the game where back in 2012 with the replacement referees with that Hail Mary, that game. And also the NFC Championship game of 2014, that season where that onside kick, there always seems to be something happening once the Seahawks play the Green Bay Packers. And for this game, I think that Aaron Rodgers is going to be running on all cylinders. So I'm going to say take the Packers minus 4.5. I like them. Their defense, could be a little better. They haven't been great. They basically struggled against the Lions last time they played. But I think that was 2 weeks ago. I think that the rest is going to help them out. And I say take the Packers minus 4.5 throughout the whole game. I can see them beating them pretty big. So, Mike, you for some reason you want to pick the first half. Tell me about that.
So basically, I look at stats. Seattle Seahawks are a slow starting team. They're a second half team. The Green Bay Packers, I believe, are one of the highest point scorers in the first quarter or second quarter this year in the first half. So my pick here, I don't like the 4.5 points. I'm not a big fan of the 4.5 for both teams. Seattle doesn't really they keep every game really close. Green Bay's offense isn't a big powerhouse, so I'm a huge fan of taking the Packers here minus 2.5 for the half. I think that the Packers are going to get up. They'll be up by a field goal at halftime. So I think this is the safest play. But just the 4.5, I just don't know. With Seattle, because like I said, they keep every game close, and Russell Wilson right now is the best quarterback in the league. So sorry about that, but yeah. So that's why I'm taking it for the half, because I don't feel as confident for the full game, because I don't know what's going to happen. But I do think the Packers win this game.
All right. So it's time for a mega parlay, and my mega parlay this week is going to be I really like the Vikings outright for some reason. I just really think they're going to win the game. I like the Vikings plus 255. Take the under 47 on the Titans and the Ravens. Chiefs money line is minus 435, and the Packers minus 4.5. Mike, your parlay is the Vikings plus 7. Ravens on the money line at minus 420. Chiefs on the money line minus 435. Packers minus 2.5 in the first half. You really like that Packers in the first half, so we'll see how that works out. That's your mega parlay. And time to talk about the karaoke punishment. Tell everybody what song you have for me.
So we are going, since you've, kind of went into the different language, you went to the opera, I figure there's nothing more fitting than going back to a 1990s, I guess you can call them a band. Time for you to do some Bop.
I don't know what the delay is with the graphics here, but, that's Mike's pick is Bop. He was always a big Hanson fan. Who's your favorite member of Hanson?
I don't know.
I think there's Zach Taylor, and then the old one. I forgot the old one.
I'm going to go with Zach, I guess.
All right, Mike. So for yours, we're going to stick with the 90s. We're going to stick with a nice song from 1996, around the same time Bop came out. And for you, you're going to be singing the Spice Girls "Wannabe."
It's a song I actually know. This is going to be great.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll do a good job when you're performing with the song, and you won't say, "Oh, I don't know the words." Oh.
I do know this one, I will say, but don't worry about it, because I'm not going to lose.
Yeah. So this time maybe getting more into it, smile a little bit, dance around the room.
No, not happening. No, I'm not going to do my famous thing like you doing this. Your hand gestures.
Right. So we got the surprise I've been teasing since I started singing. Are you ready, Mike, for the surprise?
Yeah, because I have no idea what this is.
All right. This is something you're going to get excited for. This is my way of hopefully getting some subscribers to my page and maybe some viewers on the channel here. So I present to you the first ever Lip Picks Royal Rumble pool. You want to hear about it, Mike?
I'm interested.
All right. So the way that you can play it is that if you were to follow Joe is Lit on Facebook and like the post, and also follow @_Joe is Lit on Twitter and retweet the tweet for my announcement of the Royal Rumble pool, which will probably be going out sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
So basically, as you're aware, Mike, I was in your fantasy league, and the prize was $25. So you can win my winnings of $25 by winning this Royal Rumble pool. Now, I might actually change it to have it go where it's $25 for the men's and $25 for the women because, we got to keep it equal, right? So I may just invest putting $25 into both. So you're going to get an Amazon gift card. You're going to get a Target gift card, something like that I'm personally mail to you. So for anybody who wants to subscribe to my page, like the page, retweet, for any new followers, you get a spot in the Royal Rumble pool. So how this will play is for each person, I will draw a number for each participant using the Decide Now app. And the Decide Now app is a nice little app here. And I'll show it to you. Can you see the screen, Mike?
I can see it. Yes.
You see where it says Royal Rumble pool?
Yep.
And then there's numbers. I'm going to spin the wheel for each participant, and I'll probably do it live. So you remember how in wrestling where they have like a little like lottery thing where they turn, they pick their little number each person? Well, each person's going to get this, a little spin of the wheel. So Mike, this is for you, for example.
Okay.
So you're going to draw the participant number 12.
12. Okay.
When I do the wheel, though, next time I'm going to space out the numbers differently where it's not like 1 to 30, or I'll be like 129, 28, something like that.
So then I would have number 12, whoever comes out there.
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
Whoever comes out number 12 is who you'll have. So basically, the lesser the number of people who draw the number that you draw, the better the chance you have to win. So, I'm not expecting that many people to play. Really, it's a free little giveaway. You're going to get a certificate. You're going to get a gift certificate from me mailed out to you. And how many people are going to play? 5, 10?
I don't know. Yeah.
30? Who knows? So as I said to Mike before, you win by having the individual who enters the Royal Rumble with your number win the match. So and then if, say, for example, if we get 100 people who have a certain amount of number, it's probably not going to happen. I'm going to try to get celebrities to play. Maybe John Cena will play. You never know. Probably not, right?
No, I don't think so.
But I will enter all winners on the Decide Now app, and whoever's name is spun is the winner. And guess what, guys? There's no cost to play. So if you're looking for an incentive to watch a Royal Rumble and have some fun while you're playing, all you have to do is subscribe to Joe is Lit on Facebook, like the post, and also retweet the tweet on Twitter, and follow me on Twitter. And there's no cost to play. So what do you think, Mike? Do you think this is a good idea? Be honest.
Hey, go for it. Hey, it's something fun, something new. Go for it. Give it a try. Watch, number 12 is going to win too, and I'm not even a part of that. So, see what happens.
Yeah. So
is John Cena even in the Royal Rumble?
Probably not. I'm just saying,
I don't really know, but
last John Cena to join the Lit Picks pool.
Yeah. He did work out with him, so you never know.
You never know. Maybe he'll remember me.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think about this week? Excited? Was it a good episode for you this week?
Yeah, I was excited, and it's nice. Like I said, it's the divisional round. It's this is where you make money. This is where everybody the players come to play, and this is why they're getting paid the big bucks. So they got to come through in divisional weekend to take them teams to the championship, and then Super Bowl's there. So this is it.
And then we'll move forward doing the XFL. What do you think of that? Excited for that?
I'm interested to hear about that. I haven't really heard much about that, but I'm kind of interested to see that.
We're gonna have to do some studying up on teams. You have like Cardale Jones.
I started looking at some of the I started looking at some of the coaches and everything. So I'm kind of
Who else?
I missed Vince McMahon's press conference.
Christian Hackenberg in the league too.
I think he is. Yes. Yep.
All right, Mike. So it's time to end this thing. What can we tell all the fans to do? What?
Well, if you look in that top corner right there, you stay lit there at that new little logo.
All right. Well, we'll get some lit eats for you coming up this weekend. I got some wing sauce review this week. I'll be doing. I have a sauce for you. Texas Pete's will be coming out,
Ooh.
and I also did a review for. I forget. Lack of sleep.
You'll stay tuned.
We got Texas Pete's and give me a second, folks.
Let them be surprised.
All right, you'll be surprised.
Right?
That's right. Oh, I'm sorry, Sweet Baby Ray's and Texas Pete's coming out this weekend. All right, guys, everyone have a good night. Thanks for watching.